This is a OBD2 like plug-in that goes to a USB-C. You heard me right. That's actual, gives you continuous power. You get a little type of, this is a trim prying tool. Very handy to have that. You can see it right here. It has a on and off switch on the back. So you can turn it off because this isn't always on, but it also has a meter in here that will turn the power off if it starts running down the battery. Now, why do I have this? What it does, it runs a dash cam. This is the fastest way I had found to install a dash cam. This is this Lovo dash cam. It's pretty inexpensive dash cam, very simple to set up. No tape or anything. This just has this mount right here that sticks to the windshield like that. You can see right there, and then I adjust these however I want them. But the problem is I have to run this cord. So this goes into an outlet, a cigarette plug outlet, and it runs the USB-C. But what happens is it takes up one of my outlets, and it kind of looks tacky just having that around. This is completely hidden. So there's another way of doing it with using the fuse box. I didn't want to mess with my fuse box and take fuses out and risk having that. I want to keep my fuses the way they are, but then I found this one. So we're going to give this a try. So let's take it over to the van and see how quickly we can set this up, because I think I'm going to be impressed with this. Okay, the first thing we'll do, we'll see if it even works. So that's plugged in there. Let's see what happens when I plug the USB-C into here. It works. That worked great. Now, why do you have this? Because there's a parking mode in 99% of the cameras out here when someone hits your vehicle or something. But the problem is a lot of engines went like mine. When you turn the key off, the outlet plugs go off also. So then that's a problem, because if something happens, somebody rear ends your car or something, you'll never know who did it. But with this camera right here, it'll actually let me know. It also records out the side and back windows. There is a backup camera to this, but I don't want to install that. That's going to take me forever to install that. I might do that at another date. But let's go ahead, let's run this wire, because all I'm going to do is run the wire up through here and go up and then set it up. So let's do that now. Okay, everybody, it's done, and let me show you what I'm working with. So you can see how nice that's hidden up under there, and there's a switch right there on and off. I ran the cord right through here, right up through here, and all of this was done easily with this little pop tool. I just popped all this out, and then I pulled down on this, ran it all the way around, and you could see I have one little like tie that came, a little sticky mount that came with my camera right there, and it just runs the cord down. I wrapped it around the rear view mirror on the back so that way it holds it in, and then there it is. It works, and the car is not on. So my van is not turned on, and look, I have full power right now. Now I can just go under here, watch this. If I hit this button, say I don't want it on, hit that button. Now this has a built-in battery, so it's gonna last for a little bit, but it's off right now. But the problem is that battery only lasts for a little while, then it goes dead, so it doesn't have battery all the time. So reach back under here, put the switch on. You see the little red light just came up. This is awesome. This is something I recommend for anyone that just needs to have a quick way of installing. You can install your own camera system in a matter of minutes. And this would be great for like an Uber driver or someone that just needs to have constant monitoring. And if you're in an accident, you always have this footage right here. Even if you're pulled over by the police or something like that, you'll have footage to prove your speed and all that. I recommend a dash cam. They're very affordable. This is one of the most affordable I'd found so far that kind of does its job. There it is, everybody. That's the OBD2 USB power output. See you on the next video.